Austin E. Knowlton Outdoor Athletic Complex hosts our first game in the Charles D. Lindberg Stadium and celebrates the grand opening of the Ken Anderson Academic All-America Club. I would like to welcome several special guests who have joined us at midfield. From left to right, we have Kim Bruner, Chairman of the Augustana College Board of Trustees, Steve Bahls, President of Augustana College, Anthony Arendt, President of the College of Mount St. Joseph, Doug Holtquist, Class of 77, Augustana alum and member of the Project Planning Committee, Dave Marquardt, Class of 71, Augustana alum and member of the Project Planning Committee, David Boland, Augustana track athlete and 2013 Academic All-American, Eric Lindberg, on behalf of his father, Charles D. Lindberg, and the Austin E. Knowlton Foundation, Ken Anderson, class of 1971, Augustana alum, and former MVP of the NFL, Mike Brown, the president and owner of the Cincinnati Bengals of the National Football League, Steve Bahls of Hastings and Chivetta, our architectural partner for the project, and George Rowland of Estes Construction, our construction partner for the project. Today we would like to honor three great friends and three great supporters of Augustana College who made this grand stadium project possible. In 1981, Austin E. Dutch Knowlton established a foundation to support institutions of higher education. In 2004, Augustana College's Academic Honors Program was renamed the Austin E. Knowlton Honors Program in his honor. Thanks to yet another generous gift from the foundation, we are proud to dedicate this first-class facility, the Austin E. Knowlton Outdoor Athletic Complex, in honor of Dutch Knowlton. Dutch Knowlton's good friend, Charles D. Lindberg, from the Augustana class of 1950, was the longest-serving member of the Augustana College Board of Trustees and the chairman of the Austin E. Knowlton Foundation. Charlie passed away in July, but his influence on the design and scale of this athletic complex can be seen from its orientation looking south to the dome of Old Main, the state-of-the-art press and coaches boxes, to the clubhouse that will bear the name of Charlie's good friend, Ken Anderson. It was Charlie's vision to create the finest Division III sports complex in the nation. I think Charlie would be pleased to see his vision become a reality. The third man we want to honor today is 1971 Augustana alumnus, Ken Anderson. Ken holds the honor of being the first of Augustana's 146 academic All-Americans. Thanks to the legacy that began with Ken, Augustana College now ranks number 6 in all of the NCAA, number 2 in Division III, and number 1 in Illinois for its number of academic All-Americans. On the football field at Augustana, Kent's play at quarterback caught the eye of legendary NFL coaches Bill Walsh and Paul Brown of the Cincinnati Bengals. Walsh and Brown were so impressed with Anderson's combination of size, speed and strength, intelligence and toughness that they drafted him the 67th overall pick in the 1971 NFL Draft. Kenny would go on to lead the Bengals to a Super Bowl and to earn the NFL's Most Valuable Player honor in 1981. In honor of the contributions of these three visionary men, this plaque will be placed at the entrance of the Ken Anderson Academic All-American Club. I now would like to ask David Boland, among our most recent Academic All-Americans, to present copies of this plaque to Eric Lindberg and Ken Anderson. You will also find a rendering of this commemorative plaque in your game program. David? And on behalf of his father and the foundation, a few words from Eric Lindberg.
Kent, thank you so much for the kind words about my dad and about the foundation. I would say, look, the foundation, of course, is ecstatic to have been able to help fulfill the vision of my dad and everybody else on the planning committee to build this fantastic facility. I also want to take a moment, though, to say on our behalf, thank you to everybody in the Augustana community and everyone else involved in this project. I know an unbelievable number of man-hours and an incredible amount of effort has gone into 2 years of constructing this. So thank you all very much from our side for being such great partners in building a beautiful facility. I have to say, sadly, neither my dad nor Dutch Knowlton could be with us here today to see this in person. But I'm completely confident in telling you that they are here in spirit and are absolutely ecstatic at what they see and what we've all accomplished in building this facility. It is absolutely, I think, going to fulfill the vision of giving you the best facility in all of Division III football in the country. We're very excited to have been involved in supporting that. I think you also see the mark of my dad and of Dutch Knowlton in so many details of the facility, whether it's the large features, the small detail. There's just been, as those of us who've been involved in the planning committee know, an incredible amount of effort making sure that every piece of this was absolutely super throughout the entire process. I'm ecstatic and I'm happy for everybody at Augustana and the community to hopefully be able to enjoy this facility for decades to come and to have amazing experiences here. Dutch and my dad also hated long speeches, so I'm going to shut up now and say, go Vikings, and I'm going to hand over the microphone to Ken Anderson, who had a couple of words he also wanted to pass along.
Thank you, Eric. You know, I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you, Eric, for all your hard work, and, you know, without the generosity of your father, the vision of your father, this never would have happened. Charlie would have loved this stadium. He's got a better seat than any of us have right now, and thank you so much for all that you did, your family, and the Knowlton Foundation to make this all a possibility.
It is now my honor to introduce Steve Bahls, President of Augustana College.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Vikings, this is indeed a dream come true for Augustana College. This is a special day for a couple of reasons. First, we're dedicating this wonderful facility, but we are celebrating the fact that Augustana College established football 120 years ago this September. It's been a wonderful 120 years. Now, football players, in our first season, we only had 3 games. We lost to Monmouth College, we beat St. Ambrose College, and we also beat the University of Iowa and maintain our winning record against the University of Iowa. Now, friends, we are renewing that University of Iowa rivalry again this year, albeit in basketball. The first Sunday of November, we will have a game against the University of Iowa in Iowa City. We expect to see you all there. Friends, could I ask you all to stand for the formal dedication of the stadium? Please stand. Please stand. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Augustana College, on behalf of our faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to dedicate the Austin Knowlton Athletic Complex and the Charles D. Lindberg Stadium. Friends, let's give a hand for the visionaries, Kenny Anderson, the Lindberg family, and the Knowlton family.
It is now my honor to introduce Anthony Ahrens, President of the College of Mount St. Joseph.
Thank you, President Bahls. It's exciting to be here for this opening game of this new facility for the Austin Knowlton Kickoff Classic. And we look forward for next year for having the Augies come visit the College of Mount St. Joseph. One thing, the story behind the story. 4 years ago, when Charlie Lindberg and the Knowlton Foundation started working with the College of Mount St. Joseph, I had him over for a football game. He looked at our facility and he said, Augustana needs something like this. Can you get Augustana to come to Cincinnati to play your team so they can look at your facility? I said, we'll look into it. We looked into it. We were both willing, but it was a little too expensive. It involved an overnight trip, hotel, buses. So Charlie said, what if we paid for it? He said, put together a proposal. We did. The rest is history. We're here, and now we're embarking on a 4-year series between the College of Mount St. Joseph and Augustana College. It's going to be an exciting game. Gentlemen, play hard.
You may once again take your seats. We have one last special guest tonight. Cincinnati Bengals president and owner and general manager Mike Brown wanted to be here to honor the memory of Dutch Knowlton and Charlie Lindberg and celebrate tonight with his great friend Ken Anderson. Please join me in welcoming Mike Brown.
Ken Anderson was the finest player in football that Augustana ever put on the field. He went on to the Cincinnati Bengals, where he was our greatest quarterback. He was a pinpoint passer on the field. He was our team leader for over a dozen years. Charlie Lindberg didn't operate on the same bright public stage that Ken did. Here he was a trustee with the Bengals, a corporate director. We took his advice, as Augustana did, for many years, and it was good advice. This project, the project that we're celebrating today, was Charlie's vision. It wouldn't have happened except for him. Dutch Knowlton was a businessman with a charitable spirit. It is his wealth derived in part from his ownership stake in the Bengals, that has funded this project. It's a matter of pride, not only for Augustana College, but for the Cincinnati Bengals to see honored today Ken Anderson, Dutch Knowlton, and Charlie Lindberg.
Thank you to all of our special guests tonight. Welcome again to the opening night at Lindberg Stadium, the finest Division III football venue in the nation. I now ask you to direct your attention to midfield while Ken Anderson will lead in the official coin toss.
It's called